welcome to Dragontech Builds. I'm Dragontech, and this is episode 20 of Building Nations, my survival series. And today, guys, is a very special episode because I've just reached 200 subscribers, and I thought I'll do a Q&A special. So I asked out on Twitter and on the Discord and stuff like that, and on the last episode as well. For people to jot down some questions, and so yeah, I got loads of questions. So thanks for all your questions, guys. I've just said questions about 50 times, and yeah, so I thought what we'll do is we'll do some of the roads. I kind of want to link up the Trading Fortress Farthington to Hatchet right over there. So I thought whilst I'm doing the roads, so I'll do the roads as a time lapse, and then over the top we'll do the questions. So, but first of all, I thought I'd just show you the progress on the inn so far. Still looking for a name, guys. By the way, I have had some good options, and I think I've actually decided on one. But we'll give it another episode, I think. So yeah, I started off inside, just planning out some of the area. So we've got the bar, and we're going to have seating all the way through here. Like to say thanks to Grumpy Owl Gaming for this idea that the soldiers might sneak through for a quick pint. So yeah, that's what that is supposedly, and we've got the bar here. And then I thought a kitchen area with a fire. Nothing's set on fire yet, so the fire tick is on. So luckily I don't have an incident which C3PO had recently. So yeah, that's all I've done on here really. I've done a staircase going up to the top, and I've just started planning out some of the top, and I did a bit of the roof. Other than that, not really much has been done. I've been busy at work, and it's just been really nice weather over where I'm from, over in England. So we've been spending a bit of time with the family, going out. Went to the coast just yesterday, so that's why this episode is a bit late. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the time lapse, and we'll start the questions. Okay guys, so let's start these questions, shall we? So let's look. So the first question I've got here from Richard Hodge, a new subscriber to mine. How you doing, mate? He's asked, how long have you been playing Minecraft? I've been playing Minecraft for about 5 years. Yeah, probably about 5 years. I started on the Xbox 360. And yeah, I moved on to the PC about 3 years ago. So yeah, that's that question answered. And he also asked, where are you based? So I live in England, and up to the north of England, called Yorkshire. You probably recognise a lot of my accent on Game of Thrones, because a lot of the actors from Game of Thrones, especially those for the Starks and stuff like that, they're all from Yorkshire, pretty much, or they're putting on a Yorkshire accent. Right, the next question comes from Sapio Stevie. He says, how come channels with quality content like this stay unnoticed while tactless screeching let's players get millions of views? It's a good question actually. I mean, that's why I don't. There's a certain market for those kind of things, I think. A lot of children like it. I'm not mentioning no names, but yeah. So I think there's a place for those kind of content creators. But to me, I like the more calm, collected, a bit more mature. I don't like screaming. I mean, alright, if a creeper pops its head out, you're gonna jump or you're gonna go, but that's about it really. I don't think screaming about and and being an idiot is my kind of thing. But then again, I'm a grown man, so it's like watching children's TV. I'm not going to watch that. Yeah, so I hope that answers that. Okay, so the next question is from Sunfire SG, a good friend of mine, and um, recently subscribed to him. So get subscribing to him, guys. Where do people pay? Why do people pay to go up tall buildings when they put money in binoculars to look at things on the ground? That's a really good question. I think everybody needs another perspective on things. So looking at things from the ground is not the same as looking from above. That's the best I could think of. Probably not the most clever answer, but I think that's right. He also asked, if Minecraft didn't exist, what game or genre would you make videos of? To be honest, I did try and start a channel a bit ago when I burnt out of Minecraft. Making my own board game. I am a big fan of D&D and Games Workshop stuff and stuff like that. I was when I was younger, but I kind of drifted away from it. Friends went to college and went off to do different things, so there was nobody else to play the games with. But I still enjoy making my own games, so that's what I would have probably done. I'd have made my own role-play game. Okay, so C3PO asks, how did you get started on Minecraft? Now, this is probably a common thing among people my age, but my son wanted to buy it, and he nagged and nagged, and eventually I bought him it. And I remember the day that I sat on the couch watching him play it, and I said, what is this rubbish you're playing? So the graphics are rubbish, nothing happens, you know, all these monsters come out at night time. What is it? What's the point? And I just watched him play it and huffed. And then a few days later, I had a go, and that's it. I was hooked. I love the building side of it. I love the creativity and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's how I started. My son got me into it, and I never looked back after that. I don't play anything else, by the way, guys. Grumpy Owl Gaming asks, what's the one thing you wish you could be better in Minecraft? Probably the redstone. Definitely redstone. I don't know how to use redstone at all. Most of my farms and stuff like that I do on my survival world, that's all from YouTube. I just look up pumpkin farm and find it and do it. I mean, I know the basics, and I know that a lot of people say I know the basics, and then someone says, well, go on then, do this, and it looks it doesn't work, or but I've watched a lot of Mumbo Jumbo. I've watched a lot of Etho. I mean, Etho for me is the one that thought, actually I can do redstone stuff, because it just makes it a lot easier to understand. Some things are still straight over my head, but majority of stuff I'm like watching and I can go, I understand that. I know exactly what he's on about. But some people, they kind of speed through it really quickly. Another guy that's new actually to my pretty new. I've been watching him for a few months now, 7 months. Is One Man One Gaming. I think he's got a question in here somewhere. He's another guy that really makes it simple and easy to understand. So the next question is Nick Griffith. Where do you find your inspiration? God, that's a really big question. It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere, because that's the only thing that I play. I mean, as everybody probably knows who watches this channel, I'm a builder by trade. That's what I do as a living. I'm a joiner, so I fit kitchens and bathrooms, and so I'm always moving around different places and looking at different types of houses and stuff like that. So I'm always finding inspiration in the real world, that's around me. And then I also am a big fan of Pinterest, and I look through there, and I've got lots of files, pages dedicated to different types and styles. So I can just look on there. Other YouTubers, massive inspiration from them, obviously. Especially, BWO, because they're doing the very Wells Night, Grumpy Owl Gaming, Pixel Brew is another one. They're all doing the very similar type of thing that I'm doing, building cities and villages throughout the world. Fwip is another one. All these people inspire me. I mean, it was Fwip who made me want to build the channel in the first place. He also said, do scales make you look fat? Probably. I stay away from them as much as possible, to be fair. They're not my friend at scales. Right, Captain Obvious, here we go. We were talking about him. He asked, where do we park? Why do we park in driveways but drive in parkways? As a Brit, I had no idea what a parkway was, but he told me to look it up, so I did. And I'm guessing it's just a road that goes through a park. The English language is a terrible thing sometimes. I've no idea, guy. I've no idea, Captain Obvious. I have no idea why people do that, or why it's called that. Why do you drive on a driveway? It should be called a parkway, shouldn't it? Right, so next we've got Vargas Winter. He asked me the classic question, Yanni or Laurel, what does the dragon hear? Well, to be fair, I'm not up with all the modern stuff, and not the modern stuff, the like trending things. So I had to look it up, and to be fair, I heard Yanni. But I found out recently that it's all to do with the pitch that you can hear. So that's what I could hear. I could hear Yanni. So there you go, Vargas. The Hero Brian asked, would the complete destruction of your world inspire you to greater heights or rage quit forever? Probably a little bit of both. I would rage quit for a while, but not forever. I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave Minecraft forever. I'd probably leave that world and go on to the Xbox One, which I still play on. Yeah, and it would inspire me to. I do love starting again, crazily enough. I do like the beginning part where you're not invincible. You've got full diamond armor. It's all enchanted. You've got an elytra. You've got everything you need. You've killed the dragon. You've killed the wither. You've got a beacon. It's all there. But that to me starts getting a bit boring unless you're doing the building side of it, like I'm doing on building nations. But yeah, I'd definitely be inspired to new things, and I'd rage quit for a while. So Blissful Kitty asks, how did you learn stuff about redstone and the hard mechanical stuff on Minecraft? So I've already talked about that. I kind of don't really learn redstone. I should. I'm lazy, but I don't learn it. So I just get a tutorial off the internet. I mean, off the YouTube. I mean, that's kind of what it's there for. I mean, I put tutorials on for building, and I hope that people don't look at it and maybe get inspired by it, or even just copy it straight off. That's kind of what it's there for. And maybe give me a shout. That's the kind of thing that you do, if it's on a video, obviously. So, Surviving with Fanti says, what is your absolute favourite thing to do? Now, this is in the entire world of anything, the gaming, real life, everything. So, I mean, I'd have to be cheesy and say spending time with my family. I love spending time with my 3 kids and my soon-to-be wife. Yeah, so that's probably That's really cheesy, I know, but that's the truth. Um, I've got lots of hobbies as well. I like drawing. I like sculpture and reading. I like reading. So there's lots of things that I like to do. But the absolute favourite thing is spending time with my family. Boringly enough. Okay. Okay, so we've got a few last ones. I had to look for them. Sorry about that, guys. We've got one from Miss Missy or Missy Miss, and she asked, "What's your favourite block in Minecraft?" So that's a difficult one. I mean, the one that I use the most is probably stone bricks. That's the definite. I mean, the most useful one is clay. I mean, concrete is a brilliant block. I love the extra color and the smoothness of it, and you get the powder versions as well. So that's really good. Because we had the wool right at the beginning. That was the only color that we had, and then the clay came in. But it wasn't the same color as the wool for some reason. I don't know why they did that. And then the concrete powder came in, and that's bang on the same color as the wools. I know they've brightened it up since, but it's bang on the same color, and it's a flat texture as well, which is what you want. I mean, for modern builds, that's perfect. But also, um, but also stuff like medieval stuff, for the wattle and for in between the beams, the stucker or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Um, yeah, so my favourite block is probably stone bricks, boringly enough. Um, okay, guys, so I've just looked at it and we found some more. So we've got some more from Captain Obvious. He asked again, if the world was flat, where would all the water go? Now, if you've ever read the books of Terry Pratchett, Discworld, they had a little rim on the edge that stopped the water from going over the edge. They had some waterfalls which evaporated into the space. So I'm guessing that the water won't go over the edge. It'll just stop at the rim because there'll be a crust stopping it like a pie. He also said, why do birds crap on my car when my annoying neighbour's head is right there? Well, I can't speak for the neighbour, but I'm guessing it's because the neighbour moves about a lot, whereas your car is stood in the driveway, and the car is a lot bigger than your neighbour's head. I'm hoping so anyway, unless you drive a tiny, tiny car, or your neighbour's head is massive. He also asked, how do you feel about red licorice? I don't like licorice, whether it's black or red, so I feel disgusted about it. Chris and Casey asked, what was the first thing you built on Minecraft? Oh God, that was a long, long time ago. So when my son got me into it, like I said right at the beginning, I I started up a world and started on creative. It just come into the Xbox 360, so you could do creative on there. Um, and I just went mad. I just built terrible houses and buildings and stuff, and I filled a big section of the world because the Xbox 360 was pretty small, or still is. Um, and just filled it with random stuff. And it was only after um, I started watching YouTubers that I kind of went, hang on a minute, you can do a style here. You don't have to just build square boxes with windows in it. And yeah, so I did the classic thing. I didn't start brilliant straight away, so I'm not saying I'm brilliant. I just said I'm brilliant. um, Also, Little Apple asked, "Do you have any pets? And if so, what?" I do have pets. I have 4 pets now. I have 3 cats, which I inherited with my fiance when we moved in together, and we've got a little Jack Russell dog that we've inherited again from a family who couldn't look after him anymore. So we've got her, and she's like 15, so she's no bother. Yeah, so that's about it. That's all the questions I have. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A, and thank you all very much for the 200 subscribers. I hope you enjoy the content in the future, and we get to build building nations grows. I've also got plans, lots of plans for more nations to build, including one that's coming up soon, within the next few episodes, I think. We're probably not going to finish Farthington by then, but we will just move on, because it's nice to just have a change of scenery. We've been looking at Farthington for a long time now. So yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'm Dragontech. Goodbye.